As many of you know, there have been tremendous oil finds within the shores of Guyana, and currently under operations of two FPSOs, we should be around a production of about 300,000 barrels of oil per day. And with more and more FPSOs scheduled to go into production over the next 3 to 5 years, the future looks very bright for Guyana in terms of revenue and expansion of the economy. The World Bank, IMF, all the major multilateral lending agencies predict Guyana's GDP will grow in double-digit percentages over the next 5 to 10 years, and production probably in the next 5 to 10 years to reach those levels of a million barrels per day. What does that mean for Guyana? That means that the government will, of course, obviously be receiving much larger revenue streams than we have experienced in the past. In the background of the oil and gas windfall, you have more and more finds of gold and more companies coming into Guyana to explore and produce and extract gold from our reserves. So the future looks very bright. So we're not going to be a one-legged economy like most oil economies, but we'll have windfalls from both gold, oil and gas, bauxite, and many other industries. We are cognizant of the fact that the government has a big plan for agriculture to transform agriculture into an international revenue earning industry for Guyana with increasing exports all over the world, in addition to the current rice production and so on. So the future looks very bright. From the banking sector, what does this mean? It means that there are going to be a lot more cash flows coming into Guyana, revenues coming into Guyana, and we've already seen in 2022 significant increases in the bank deposits in Guyana, which means that banks now have much more money to lend. However, like all emerging economies, borrowers and businessmen need to understand that the banking system has specific rules and guidelines of how to apply for credit. And generally speaking, that when you're applying for any type of loan, like an individual or a company, there are certain things that you have to have in place: collateral, cash flow protections, business plans. If you're going to do a construction project, you're going to need bill of quantities and builder's estimates. So the bank will have a general idea of the size and scope and feasibility of your project. It's simple as borrowing money to buy a car. You need to prove to the bank that you have reliable income. If you're going to build a house, again, proving your income, but also on that side, you need to present the bank with feasible projections of how much the house will cost, and as extensive as how much blocks and cement you'll need to build your house. The banking system, as the economy expands, will have more and more deposits and more money to lend, and the banking network within Guyana are most open to help borrowers access this finance as the economy expands. The oil and gas obviously will bring tremendous opportunities in many fields to supply the tier one companies like Exxon and Schlumberger and Baker Hughes and so on. So the opportunities going forward is going to be tremendous for Guyanese. There are other major implications too for our financial markets. As you know, Guyana has a stock exchange which is called GASCI, the Guyana Association of Security Dealers. And over the past 10 years, our stock market has been one of the best performing stock markets in the region. In 2022, as we have seen many of the local shares rise in price. And as one of the four brokers, the Guyana Americas Merchant Bank always encourages investors in Guyana to take advantage of the opportunities that are available on our local stock exchange. It's imperative that investors in Guyana start looking more seriously at the opportunities available on our local stock exchange. And there are several really high quality blue chip companies listed on our exchange. And many of these are household names, as you know. You consume their products every day. And we implore everybody to take a look at that there are tremendous opportunities on the financial side of the Guyana Stock Exchange to earn good income and capital appreciation over the long term.